Hey folks, well the internet doesn't work very well here at CPAC. Had to go through a very large line to get in with security and everything, and finally made it through. We'll be probably taking my seat back in there to wait for Trump to speak. Pretty sure I won't get a good seat, even though I got here a little early. But a lot of people are here, and you pretty much have to pay to get a better seat. Right now, I got a seat on the side. It's a little bit of a cluster in Radio Row. I was hoping to come up here and do some interview or something with somebody, but I really couldn't figure out who to actually speak to. That was, I guess that's to be advantage of having like some kind of um, agent or etc. But that's grassroots, trying to figure out who to speak to. I brought this nice little paper about some of the things that I believe in, and it's right here. So basically I said Peter Boykin is the true we the people, grassroots Americans, first constitutionalist for North Carolina. Life, liberty, justice for all, protect our constitutional rights. Hashtag all votes matter. Hashtag go right for Peter Boykin for North Carolina. What I wrote was I was Peter Boykin, candidate for lieutenant governor, writer and owner and Go Right News. And I was asking people for Radio Row for requests. I gave a little bit of my Wikipedia, and I gave a little bit of my platform. This is why are you running? We the people desire to choose leaders who are weary of our established norms and the dominance of single political entity dictating our lives. It's high time we elect officials and individuals who understand that our authority stems from the people, not the government. Peter Boykin is a constitutionalist who believes in protecting our rights, and the most important task as a representative of all citizens must do. That is his mission. What's the most important issue in our state, and how do you plan to address it? I believe there's a balance in the importance of our issues, but it comes down to infrastructure, education, and jobs. I'll act as a liaison between the citizens and the legislative branch to push for needed changes to address these issues. What do you see your role of lieutenant governor as? I can say I'm not going to lie. Unfortunately, the position of lieutenant governor is restricted to not allow for much power. I would, however, be a voice in many committees and a liaison between citizens and the legislative branch. What value will you bring to the State Board of Education, and what policies will you advocate for? Every child deserves a sound education, and that's only possible when families can choose the school environment that's right for them. I support homeschooling, charter schools, and private schools as an alternative to public schooling. Parents should be allowed to know what's going on in their children's lives in schools, and I would ask for more involvement with parents and teachers. Lessons plans should be given in advance to parents, and I would like to see cameras in the classroom. Now, what sets apart you from your opponents? I'm a constitutionalist for liberty. I'm a moderate, but also believe in conservative principles. I feel that issues are often pegged as a, quote, conservative or, quote, liberal issue. Our Constitution, with the Great Compromise, was written by many people who shared many views, but also disagreed, and ultimately there was discussions and compromise that came to a very moderate doctrine that has guided this country for seasons. The 250th anniversary is coming up in 2 years. When you look toward our grand document, it is a mixture of liberal, moderate, and conservative ideas and practices, and you must be open to everything. Well, I'm glad to be here at CPAC. Trump's going to be speaking. I'll take as pictures as I can. I'm sure they're going to not be as good as you can see on television. And I'm glad I came out to CPAC. Hopefully it will be a lot bigger in the future again. And maybe next time I'll have Radio Row, or maybe next time I'll be coming as a lieutenant governor. Who knows? But it's up to the voters back at home in North Carolina. If you want to see me as lieutenant governor and a representative of North Carolina, you can vote me right now, early voting, on March 5th. You can check out my website at peterboykin.com. God bless everybody.